A couple of weeks ago, I was absolutely starving. I was like really hungry. I don't know what came over me, but I was just so hungry. I could have eaten my feet, right? And anybody knows my feet, they know that that's not something to be joked about. Am I right? So I thought, right, let's go and order some food. I need some food. I went on to Uber Eats and I thought, right, what can I have? Could get a McDonald's or a KFC, possibly even a Mexican, right? And I thought, no, I don't fancy any of that. I know what I fancy. I fancy a pie. Should we go for Greg's or Pucca? Who else sells pies? I know who sells pies. My good friends Noel and Sue Radford. They sell pies, right? So I thought, yeah, I'm so starving, I'm going to order one of those and then see where that gets me. So I did. I popped onto their website, I punched in a few numbers, and up popped the pie of choosing, which wasn't really what I wanted, but they only have a limited selection of pies, and I went for the chicken selection because I like chicken and I don't like steak, so, you know. It only costs £35.50 plus shipping, £41. But you do get 10, so it's 10 pies for £41. That's an average of £4.10 per pie, so not to be sniffed at, right? So I set the ball in motion and I waited. I looked out the window. I peered out the window every day. My hunger pains were going insane by this point. But I kept looking out the window. Where's my pie? Where's my pie? I kept saying, it's 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I was wanting my pie. I needed a pie, for the love of God. And where was my pie? I do love a good pie. In the meantime, I was thinking to myself, oh God, I wish to God, you know what I'd really have loved? Instead of my chicken pies, I would have loved something like a fruit pie, an apple pie. I really love apple pies, like a lot. I also love a good crumble, right? Who doesn't love a good crumble, though?
Well, he's not having any crumble. Crumble, absolutely not. Yeah, no way is he having any crumble. Okay.
But they didn't sell any of this, so I had to go with chicken. It was either chicken or it was beef related, right? So I went for the chicken, and I thought to myself, you know, how amazing would it be if there was something like an apple pie or something like that, right? You know what happened then, didn't you? In the meantime, Noel, good old Noel, thank you so much, Noel, brought out an apple pie or a fruit pie. It's not available yet. He's just testing the waters at the moment. He's testing to see if it's viable and if it'll arrive in one piece whilst using a pizza box as the courier method. I don't know. No, I don't know. Could be risky. Don't want tampered crust. Nothing worse than a tampered crusty pie.
Glad I've cut these up. I can have a piece. Right, come on, let's get on.
Oh my. So we're trying to take these pictures. We've got this light here.
We've got the world's worst racket. No, we've got lamp.
We've got Noel. We've got Katie, who's really not feeling very well, bless her. She's got a bit of flu going on. And we're trying to kind of do that. Bluebelly's looking like, where is my pie? Bluebell! She's like, I'll eat the pie. Give me the pie.
Forget cream and custard. Pass me the pie, she says.
Oh, right, come on. I feel like we just need to go for it. Right, we're going to do this, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got back to my looking out the window, waiting for the postman or the courier. Wasn't quite sure what I was looking for, but it was day after day after day after day after day, every day. Will this be the day that I get my pie? All the while, Noel and Sue and 15 kids were swanning off to Disney and not taking care of my order, my pie. Imagine waiting for a pie like I was, and the owners of the company are behind on their orders, and they're swanning off to Disney instead of getting their house in order and getting the orders out on time. They're off at Disney. I'm fuming by this point, right? Fuming, I tell you. Not as fuming as some of the other reviews that have been littered around the internet, but I aim to see, and I aim to prove or disprove those haters wrong, right? Or right, as the case may be. So, then one summer's morn, a crusty knock at the door occurred. It was the courier. There was this huge box. I was like, have I ordered something? Who's ordered something in my name? I'm not expecting anything. Then I see the label. It says food items inside, and I'm like, oh my god, the pies. It's the actual pies. I can't believe the pies have actually turned up, right? It's only been about 10 or 11 days, so it's all good. They're technically within the 2-week remit they actually said on the website, so that was good. And it wasn't as long as the months that some other people have waited, so I was quite happy with that. No problem whatsoever. Except for I've been waiting, starving myself because I wanted the perfect pie for my dinner. Right? No. Only waiting 11 days for food to arrive. What is this? Just eat. Anyway. So I took the pies inside. I said thank you very much to the courier, who was very nice. He had a beard and the white suit. He was very, very nice, right? So I took it off him. I went inside and I did an unboxing. I got to unbox this, and I've got to film myself. So, just to make it like real, proper, like a proper vlogger. Make me feel more 22 Kids and Counting material, right? So I did just that, and I unboxed it and I vlogged it, and I'm gonna give you the perfect review. Brutal, honest, brutal, and most importantly honest, right? Can't go fairer than that. So without further ado, let's take a look at what happened with the pie. It's a pie. You actually got a pie in the mail. I can't believe it. Pies. Right. We have chunky chicken pies. I finally received pies from Radfords. Get the hell in there. I've always dreamed of this moment. I've always dreamed of getting Radfords pies. I've always wondered what they're like and why and what and everything. I've got to say, they're not quite as big as I would expect for an average of £4 a pie, to be honest. £4.10 including shipping per pie, I think. Is that 10? It should be 10 in here. Chicken and mushroom. Not my favourite, but I'll give it a go. More chunky chickens. Chicken and mushroom. Chicken and gammon. Okay, that sounds good. These are quite freeze. Yeah, these are really, really chilled. These are good. It's chilled. How do they stay chilled? I'm gonna sound stupid now. How do they stay chilled? 4 pies. Chicken and mushroom. Another one. And another one. How do they stay? Right. It's supposed to be like a temperature control box. I think. Something like that. So I started laying them out, and yes, I did indeed make a pie tower out of 10 pies, because why not? And here's the pie. Finally, the pie that I've been waiting over a week for. Now, my apologies for the unsteady camera, and I'm not a vlogger by trade. I'm not Chris Ingham or Noel Radford or even Sue Radford. No, I am just a human being of moderate proportions, right? I'm not extra special like these people, but this is an extra special pie. However, I'm a little bit disappointed in the crust, which has seemed to have come away. It was like that before I put it in the oven, so it's like the crust kind of broke quite easily when I was moving the pies around, like, putting them in the freezer and that. And this one, yeah, I tried to take it out of the foil and it kind of broke. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm just a person that loves a pie with a crust. The crust is the main essence for me, right? But we're going to try this pie and see what we can see. It's just an ordinary pie. I've not embellished it with anything like, pie and mash and peas. Especially not mushy peas, because I'm not a mushy pea type person. But I am, however, going to sprinkle a little salt on it, because I fear that this might be a little bit bland. I'm saying that without even trying it, I know. Basically, I'm going to try a little bit of it without anything, and then I will put a little bit of salt on, little dash, little sprinkle, just, to taste, for my own personal taste, okay? So let's get this cracking. Let's get the work. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right, here we go. One knife. And, cut into it. Here we go. Cut into it like this. Everybody wants to see what it looks like inside. There you go. You can see it's piping hot, I hope. Because you have to... I don't know if anybody knows how to cook pies, but always stick a knife in the middle and then, test it on your hand. So you put the knife in the middle, like that, and then you put it on your hand, and if it hurts, basically it's done, right? That's how you cook a pie properly, for those who don't know. Talking to you, Sarah Ingham. Yeah, it looks good. Quite a bit of more sauce in this than I was expecting. Personally, I was expecting it to be very much like the pictures on the website, where it looked more full of, the actual product, like chicken, rather than the sauce. That said, I'm not overly disappointed, because me personally, I do like a bit of sauce within my pie, so that is a good thing for me personally. But I'm just saying it's not entirely like the pictures, which may be a little bit misleading. So without further ado, let's have a little look at this. I need a fork for this purpose, right? And we take a little bit of this, and anybody like a bit of ASMR? I can do a little bit of chewing. I'm not going to subject you to that, because I hate it when people do that. Fucking hell, that's a good pie. Okay, hands down, yeah, that was nice. All right, I can't. I'm here to do a brutal review. I can't say anything other than that was actually really, really nice. Okay, Maybe it's because I'm just bloody starving, right? Let's try another bit. Maybe this bit won't be quite as nice. As you can see, the chicken actually is more shredded. It's not quite your chunky chicken that was promised in the packaging, but that said, as I said, it was nice. So no, I don't need any salt. I can honestly say I don't need any salt, and that is just unusual. I have salt on everything. It's like Sarah Ingham with her cheese. Actually, I have cheese on everything as well, but you know. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to keep eating this now. See, it is. Oh, if I had to be hypercritical, I would say that the pastry isn't quite up to scratch. As you can see, it's very. I'm not sure actually, if I'm being honest. It's not quite. I think the effects of the traveling and the storage has probably taken its toll on the crust, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's probably what it is. So if you are to try and buy a pie from distance, perhaps bear that in mind, because you know it does take its toll. Somehow it did manage to survive the trip, so you know, kudos to that. So now you can see me enjoying, devouring the pie, right? It was lovely. I gotta say, I didn't need any salt, but possibly that's because there was too much salt contained already in the pie. But then again, I like my salt, so you know, I wasn't complaining. And yeah, as you can see, I'm absolutely loving it. And it took me like 10 minutes to devour until I was then finished, right? So the overriding thoughts about this particular pie was that it was lovely. I enjoyed it. It was delicious. A couple of points that take it down a notch in my estimation were what I've already mentioned. The crust was a bit damaged. The pastry looked a little bit dry, I guess. You could see what it looked like anyway. Yeah, it didn't look great, the pastry, I don't think, anyway. And the contents of the pie was probably around about 50, maybe 40% less meat than was advertised. I know it's a common marketing trick, getting people's hopes up about what's inside a product. McDonald's do it all the time, but this looked quite substantially different in actual fact. It looked nothing like what you would expect based on the pictures they showed. So I think that would bring it down a notch, and it would knock off quite a bit in a lot of people's estimations. Overall, what would I give this pie out of 5? I'm going to have to do it out of 5 because the Trustpilot reviews are out of 5. I would say it's a good pie. It is good. Pretty basic. I think in terms of cost-wise, £4.10 a pie. If I was going to a shop, I would not pay that for any pie, really. But I would not pay that for that pie because it's not worth £4.10 if you're going into a shop to purchase one. I wouldn't ever, in fact. Now, would I have one again? Yes, if it was offered to me, I would have one, but would I buy it again? Go through the rigmarole of waiting 10 plus days and, you know, having to spend, because there is a minimum order spend as well because it's through the mail. Would I spend 40 quid for 10 more pies? Absolutely no chance. But that's just personal preference again. I'm not saying that this was a terrible experience. As I shown, I did enjoy the pie. However, what would I give it out of 5? It's a tough one. There's not much room for maneuver in a 5-star rating, so I would give it about a 3.75 overall experience. I think the pie itself was good. It was nice. It was very nice. It was a lot nicer than I was expecting. Couple of things, as I mentioned, bring it down some points, so it might be edging a little bit more towards a 3.5. This is by no means a terrible pie, and that was the overall experience that I had. So Noel and Sue, you've done well. I know for a fact that neither of you baked the pie, so you know, you were in Disney. So thank you to whoever it was, Sophie, is it? And the other ones that work for you or with you. Those ones, you done good. Have you enjoyed watch me devour a pie? Please give this a thumbs up, especially if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're new, because you know I've got like 8 more pies to give away. If I get to 9,000, I will give you all a pie, except I don't have enough. But you know, anybody that wants a pie, I'm going to do a giveaway of pies once I reach 9,000, and if the pies don't go off in the meantime. So get subscribing. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you again soon in another brilliant video. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye.